Hi guys, it's Summers here and welcome to the 5th episode of my Squad Goals Career Mode series here with Aston Villa. You might have noticed that I am not producing quite as many episodes at the moment, and I've decided that we're going to do two episodes per week from now on. Just helps with my workload in terms of being able to get the videos out and ready. So that is how we are going to proceed from now on, and we're going to move into this first game of the episode here against Bournemouth at Villa Park, and we'll check out our lineup in a moment, as we just noticed that obviously John McGinn is a player to watch, having scored 2 goals in the last few games. Horn's in goal, Braderick is at right back, Upamecano, Bastoni and Wagnerman are the rest of the defenders there at the back. We've got Grealish, Burge, McGinn in midfield, with Nelson, Weyer and Tavernier playing up front. So just 4 minutes in here, and we took the ball into the box and the keeper's managed to scurry that one away, but it's come back in, and Burge there with the effort, but we're offside anyway, so it doesn't count. Grealish with an effort there, and Weyer with the follow-up is at the post. Somebody's going to need to repaint the woodwork after this game. Bastoni here on the ball. Plays it into Sander Burge, who's found John McGinn with a nice ball. He's knocked it onto Timothy Weyer, and a lovely through ball from Weyer out to Reiss Nelson. Reiss Nelson, he cuts back, and he hits it, and he smashes it into the top right-hand corner. That pause from Nelson was just enough, I think, to put the defenders off and also give the goalkeeper something to think about. Great goal there from Reiss Nelson. Left-footed as well. "17 minutes in, and Bournemouth found a way through our defence there with an effort on goal, but Horn was good grabbing hold of that one quite easily. But they've managed to get in behind us again there and just drifted wide that shot. I think Horn had it covered nonetheless from Lerma. Don't know actually. I think had it found the bottom corner, we might have been in a bit of trouble. Ball drops out on the edge of the box there to Sander Burge, and Grealish with the effort, which was deflected and nearly scurried into the goal because the keeper had already made an attempt to dive at it. And that's a handball. Surely, referee, that is a handball. Moving on into the second half, and a decent effort there from Bournemouth as they opened up the proceedings for the second half. Weyer here on the ball has managed to find Tavernier. He holds it up and waits for the overlap from Weyer. He pushes it in onto the box, and it's a great strike from Weyer with his left foot. Really good move there. Tavernier knocking the ball through as Weyer's caught up on the overlap, and he's just absolutely smashed it past the keeper. Gone past him far side as well. Really good effort. As we can see, that's his 5th goal of the Premier League now. Really starting to rack up some goals. Sander Burge here in the middle of the park. Knocks it out wide to Braderick, who finds Reiss Nelson. Reiss Nelson cuts inside, knocks it into the box, and there's John McGinn. John McGinn has scored yet again. So that's 3 goals now within the last few games, and he's really starting to rack them up as well. Superb effort as he gets himself into the box to grab another headed goal. Just drifts past the defender and nods it past the keeper. As you can see, that's his third goal of the Premier League season. Josh Wagnerman here has got the ball out on the left-hand side. He's knocked it onto Holm, who's come on as a substitute. He knocks it into the box, and it was a decent cross. Weah nearly got on the end of it, and that would have been another fabulous goal had we converted it, but unfortunately we didn't. Still a 3-0 victory though, and Reiss Nelson got player of the game. He got 11 points for that performance, 8 for Weah, and McGinn got 5, as did Tavernier. So we move out to a bit of training here, and we're going to put into the slots James Bree, who was player of the episode last time around, along with Rico Henry, who he drawed with. So we're just picking the best slots available to them from the drills that we have available. Some decent improvement on some of their statistics there. As we get a job offer in here from Venezuela, I believe that was. As we know, we don't want to really go into international management. It's just a distraction, and so we decided to opt out of that, as well as the loan there deal that came in for, I believe that was Baptiste. As we face off here at home again against Man City, we can take a look at the table here. You can see that Liverpool are struggling, down in 17th place. Holmes in goal, Breeze at right back, Upamecano, Bastoni and Henry make up the back line-up, and we've got Grealish, Berge and McGinn in midfield, with Nelson, Weah and Green up front. Seven minutes into the game here, and a lovely lob through ball there from Jack Grealish towards Reiss Nelson. Oh, he tries to pass it inside. Should have took a shot at goal there, I think, perhaps. As we kick the ball out quickly there from Horn. The ball's got nodded down to Berge, and Berge has found McGinn. An absolutely fabulous lob through ball there from John McGinn out to Green. Can Green find somebody in the box? He can, it's Reiss Nelson, but Reiss Nelson knobs it well over the bar there. Man City with their first maiden attack of the game. Got out to Sterling, and Sterling's managed to get it out to Sané. Sané hits the post. Oh dear. I think we survived a rather decent effort there from Man City, as John McGinn here knocks the ball out to Green. Andre Green knocks it into the box, and Nelson's there. Nelson with an absolutely audacious effort. I think that's actually a finesse shot, as he side foots it past the on-rushing goalkeeper. Fans going wild in the stands there as we've gone 1-0 up against Man City. Who would have thought that would be possible? As we get a shot of the replay here, and we see what a stunning shot that is there from Reiss Nelson. Right-footed this time, scored with his left foot in the last game, but right-footed here, as we can see. Side foots it past the keeper. It's a great strike. Man City working the ball nicely, and Horn manages to gather up that one. Second half, and it's a free header there for John Stones just as we've entered the second half. That could have drawn the Man City level and would have given us a bit of an uphill task for the second half. John McGinn's found some space out on the wing here and knocks it inside to Timothy Weah. He's had it stolen away from him, but McGinn again putting the pressure on and managing to get the ball back. Weah on the ball, finds McGinn again. He cuts back, finds Rico Henry, who knocks it inside to Berge. He finds Grealish, and Grealish finds Weah. Weah to Green, and he forces a great save there from Bravo from distance. As you can see there from the replay, it's a great hit from Andre Green, and Bravo has to push it around the post. Man City here, got it out to Sterling down the wing. He's knocked it inside, and a massive amount of space there for Ambrose, I believe that was, and he just knocks it wide. Terrible effort. Grealish onto Weah, and Weah's found McGinn. McGinn in free space, hits it. Oh, McGinn. Having scored 3 goals recently, you would have expected him to bury that opportunity, and he's knocked it over the bar. Ambrose knocks it out to Sane. Sane finds De Bruyne. Back to Sane, he knocks it in first time. Fantastic save there from Horn. Nars has found Timothy Ware. He holds the ball up nicely. Knocks it onto Woodburn. Woodburn finds Green. Green! A fantastic goal there for Andre Green. Oh, but he's offside. Just, I would imagine, didn't look as if he was too far offside in real time, but as we can see, he stepped a few yards over. And it's an absolutely fantastic result there against Manchester City. A 1-0 victory over a team that I would expect to have real problems with. They just couldn't break us down in the end, and it was a fantastic performance from all of our players. Green got 9 in that game, McGinn and Horn both with 6, and Nelson got 5. That means that this episode's top players now are Nelson with 16, McGinn with 11, Ware, Green and Horn all have 9. We move out to some training, and we're just going to switch Henry's position there for Bree so that we can fulfil our training exercises with the players that got player of the episode last time around. We move out to another training scenario. This time we're going to put the youngsters in place because we've obviously trained up both Bree and Henry from last time around's player of the episode, and so now we want to get some extra growth in on some of our youth players. Some great growth there from the youngsters. As we move out to the next game of the episode, another Premier League game here against Everton, this time away from home at Goodison Park.
Aston Villa and Everton. And Everton line up today, number 22, Martin Stecklenberg, number 35.
Another quick look at the table here. We can see that the top half is changing by every game. Everton, they're in 4th position, but we're down in 9th. Horn, Bree, Upamecano, Chester and Henry at the back line, with Grealish, Berge and McGinn in midfield. And then we have Nelson, Brewster and Andre Green up front. Very poor ball there from Upamecano with a really strong tackle, but knocks the player over and gives away a free kick. James Chester having given away that ball early on. And we're now in a position where we're having to defend against the free kick. We got down onto the line and it was a decent free kick, but drifted wide. Everton once again on the ball. A decent effort, but it was straight down the middle and Horn gathers it up. Once again we've got Everton on the attack, and once again we've given away a free kick within close proximity to our goal. Slightly different angle on this one, but we're going to defend the post again. A nice chip in though, but Horn was able to gather that one up. Sigurdsson takes a shot, but it's blocked. We knock it out to Reece Nelson. He looks to find Berge, but it was a poor pass in the end. He's now done the step overs to get past the defender, and he's knocked the ball down the wing. Brewster needs to get into the box. He does, but it's Green who actually gets the header on it, coming in from the wing himself, but it's just over the bar. Moving out into the second half here, and we've got the ball out on the wing here with James Bree. Cuts back, thinks about the cross, knocks it into Reece Nelson now, and Reece Nelson on the edge of the box. Penalty ref? No, okay, maybe not. James Bree finds Grealish, Grealish finds Nelson, and Nelson cuts back inside. He knocks it into the box. Oh, Green got ahead of the ball there. It was a shame. Rolled out from the keeper, and we've now got the ball in the middle here with Sander Berge. Sander Berge with a lovely lobbed through ball over the top to Green. He's managed to get it under his spell and knocks it into the box. Defenders and everything are all over the place, but Burge couldn't find the goal. But we managed to get Ben Woodburn onto the ball in the box as the scramble unfolded, and he managed to get a goal for us. Really scrappy goal there, to be honest. But Ben Woodburn stole the ball away from the Everton defender and manages to slot it home as everybody seems to be in a bit of a disarray. So it takes us 1-0 up, and as we can see, only 2 minutes left on the clock in normal play, but Everton have got the ball here in the box. Rico Henry trying to steal it away, and he just couldn't get it away from the attacker, and they managed to get a shot away at goal. Irrespective of that, we've managed to beat Everton 1-0, a really good result all round. Woodburn got man of the match for us with 8.1, 9 points for the game, and Henry and Horn both got 4. That means that this episode's top players are Nelson with 18, Horn with 13, and McGinn with 11. Training mode engaged here, and we're just literally going to train the same players. Seen some growth there from Rossi. He's gone up to a 59 overall. He's really looking like he might be a talent that we can keep an eye on going forward, so we're going to keep him certainly in our eyes of when it comes to the training modes. And as we can see here, the next game of the episode is against Watford. We're at home again, and as we can see, they're actually the best defensive team in the league, only conceding 10 points at 10 goals at this point. Our lineup for this game is Horn in goal, Braderick at right back, Upamecano and Bastoni are in the centre with Wagnerman at left back, Woodburn, Burge and Dozzle are in midfield, with Nelson, Weah and Tavernier up front. They're throwing the ball into the box early on, not much happening as they throw it back in again, and Bastoni misses it, but Horn manages to get his hands to it straight away, and we get the ball clear. Timothy Weah here on the ball. He's got 8 on the wide side of the 18-yard box and tried to play the ball into the box, but couldn't find anybody. Reece Nelson, what a terrible effort there from Nelson from 18 yards. Woodburn here on the ball, trying to find some space, knocks it across the box to Nelson. Nelson knocks it back to Woodburn. He finds Sander Burge. Sander Burge knocks it inside to Dozzle, out to the edge of the box to Woodburn. Woodburn finds Timothy Weah. He cuts back, looking for more space. Dozzle finds Burge. Overlap here from Wagnerman. Wagnerman into the box. He's come out to the edge of the box, and Woodburn, and lovely dipping shot there from Ben Woodburn, has got himself on the score sheet again. Some really nice build-up play on the edge of the box there as we tried to break Watford down. They're a really compact unit, and it's difficult to get some space anywhere near the box. So as the balls come out to Woodburn, I think realistically that was our only option, was to have a really good dig at goal, and it's gone through 3 players on its way through and past the keeper. Great finish in the end from Woodburn. It's 2 goals now from the loanee, and we may have to think about bringing him in on a permanent deal from Liverpool. Watford here managed to get past our defences, but Horn manages to push the shot round the post. As we move on into the second half, Hernandez on the ball for Watford. Slowed play down and allowed him by in. Burge not really getting to his man, and that is an own goal. I think it's Rico Henry. Unfortunately, he's tried to get the ball away at the near post and has just prodded it past the keeper. He had to go for it, and it's actually Bastoni, but he had to go for it, had to stop the on-rushing striker, and it's just gone in past Horn, who was also coming out to try to stop that attack. Ooh, Dozzle there with the effort. It's come out to Woodburn though, and he's found Sander Berge on the edge of the box, trying to again make some space on the edge of the box. Timothy Weah has managed to get a free kick out of that. Dozzle on the ball, but the left-footed player, it will suit his shot here. Hits it. Keeper save though. Just not quite enough power on the shot. Oh, as we go close again with Dozzle. Playing a much more advanced role this game. And I think that's really starting to suit his play. As Timothy Weah gets free in the box and he's slotted it home. Great goal there from Timothy Weah as he literally side foots it into the corner. Congratulations all round for Weah. It's a great through ball here. And Weah just takes it in his stride and pushes it past the keeper. Opens his body there for the shot. Six goals now for Weah in the Premier League. He's really starting to rack them up. I think we might be on for heading towards top scorer, to be fair, if we keep that up. Watford knocking the ball into the box, but we've not been able to scramble it away. And in the 90th minute, an equaliser from Watford. It was a very poor clearance from a not great cross, in fairness, and Sander Berge couldn't get the ball under control, stolen away by Watford, and they've managed to grab an equaliser in the 90th minute. It's a good goal, actually. So a 2-2 there against Watford. Not the worst of results, if we're being honest. A team that you would expect to be having some issues with at the stage that we're at with Villa at the moment. So Dozzle got 8 in that game for his performance. Woodburn and Weah both got 5. And that means that the player of this episode so far is Nelson with 18, Horn with 17, Weah and Woodburn have 14, and Berge with 12. So move out to training. Lundberg in the centre slot there. We are looking at whether we can make any changes. We've opted to go for the speed shooting drill just to try to improve that element of his game. That's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button. That really does help. And also subscribe to the channel if you're not already doing so. Hit the little bell notification so that you get mobile updates as and when content goes live.